we are getting married in a few days, which is crazy. And I'm so excited. Now is a good time, I think, to do a fun little quiz on each other and our relationship. And I can't wait to see how you answer. And I hope that you like my answers and that we're on the same page. But regardless of how it goes, I think it'll be really funny. And I love you so much, and I can't wait to marry you. Hi. Okay, so who said I love you first? This was 15 years ago. I'm pretty sure I did. The context is that we were on a trampoline in my backyard, and I feel like we were both trying to put off telling each other that we loved each other because it was pretty soon after we had started dating. And I just went for it and told him, and I feel like he was like, I was gonna tell you first. So yeah, it was really cute. We were laying on the trampoline in my mom's backyard, and I couldn't wait to tell him anymore. The things that come to mind for a favorite date for me have been like the special experiences. So eating at like a Michelin star restaurant. And then I think back to when I would visit him in Los Angeles, and there was this time that we went to a restaurant called Frito Misto on the beach, and it just, I don't know, everything felt like so easy and it was delicious. And it was like peak, like feeling super in love and like seeing each other while long distance. Yeah, that, and I don't know, just, I guess that would be my answer officially, but also just like experiential dates, so like making candles and stuff like that. What do I think he would say? I think Sebastian would say, favorite date. I feel like he would say the same thing about like Michelin star restaurants. I'd have to say most significant year in our relationship. It would have to be, I guess, COVID. I'm sure a lot of people could say that, but it was a really pivotal moment in our relationship, I'd say. Considering the fact that I was supposed to go to New York, and then that didn't happen, and then he ended up coming home, and now he's been home. So that just kind of shaped our relationship in a different way, in the best way, I'd say. Yeah, it just kind of showed like even when we had our own plans, life happened, and it still worked out, and it worked out for the best, and we made the most of it. So yeah, and then we got to finally live together. So I'd say that was a pivotal year. I think Sebastian would also say COVID, but on the off chance that he didn't, I think the other answer would be when we got back together. So that was 2014. just meeting each other at UT again, and how that kind of obviously reframed our relationship again. So that's my second answer. Besides wanting to be a foot doctor, I pretty much just always wanted to be a doctor or some kind of surgeon. Probs thanks to Grey's Anatomy. But Sebastian, I'd say he kind of always leaned towards like a reporter up until he was in college. Besides wanting to be a superhero or a like actor, singer, he just always wanted to be famous. So even though Sebastian is smarter with his money and finances and savings, I would personally say that he has made the silliest purchase, and the amount of money that he has spent on basketball cards. I get it, it's a hobby, but to me that's a little silly, except for the ones that have turned out as a good investment. Those are good. I think everyone knows, maybe not, that Sebastian made the first move via Facebook. Yeah, the golden days. He wrote on my wall and asked if I went to the same elementary school as him, and the rest was fate. Okay, this one's easy. My biggest pet peeve is that Sebastian is such a clean person that if I leave something out, he puts it away or like puts it where it should be. For example, if I wear a shirt one time and I expect to wear it again, he puts it in my dirty laundry if I leave it out on the dresser. Things like that, especially all of my cups. I have cups for reasons around the house, and he likes to put those in the sink. Anyways, his biggest pet peeve is definitely like nail biting, or picking at my nails or nail polish. That's an easy one. It's hard to think of an argument that we've had because like I said, I feel like we don't really argue that often. And I guess I suppress if we do, I don't know. But the only thing that comes to mind is when we first moved in together and deciding like where and how the furniture should go. Sebastian had some really strong feelings about it, and we had to come down to a consensus, and that was hard. Which, like, looking back at it now, it's like, it's just furniture, like whatever. And now we rearrange things however we want and just try things. But yeah, I just remember that being a thing when we very first moved in together. Okay, this is also kind of easy and silly. Unimportant thing. He always, whenever he drives the car, he always closes the like drink holder because it has like a lid that you can close, and he always closes it. So then when I get in the car, it's closed, and if I have like 2 drinks in my hand, like my coffee and my water in the morning, then I'm like juggling, like sitting down and trying to open the drink holder. And I don't even think I've ever told him that before, but it's something that I've definitely thought about multiple times. And then I think that my thing for him would probably be that I'm not good enough at squeegeeing our bathroom shower. That's my guess. This is a loaded question. I just feel like there's a lot to say. I think what I love most, and what had me fall in love with Sebastian is that his quality of just being like a go-getter, from the start, even from first impression. I was like, who's this guy that thinks that he is like the shit and has like such a big ego? But internally I was like, that's hot. So I think that that's something that has always been like something that's attractive to me, but also just like almost reassuring in that I know that I can trust him to always make things work. He's always been the steady one in our relationship. Definitely like my rock, if you would, especially as we were long distance. He's just been such a reliable person always, even though sometimes it's last minute. That's a jab at his procrastination, but just always being there and just being reliable, as well as our sense of humor. I feel like our sense of humor together is why we work. We're just both very independent people that can come together and like have a good time together and just be fun and silly and ourselves around each other. And I've always loved that about him. Just knowing this other side of him and getting to see him grow up, I think, is something that makes us work together, and that we know a lot about each other in terms of our kind of like darkest parts of our lives as well as our brightest, and being there for both. And it's been, I feel like that's why it works. I'm sorry, this is a long answer, but like I said. I forgot what the question was. Hold on.